Hi, how's it going? And this is the Rosewill FBM-X1. It's a budget-oriented case that provides some pretty modern features all in a small mini tower case. I recently picked this case up for 20 bucks and I thought it was a pretty good value. It originally MSRP's for around 30 bucks, but goes on sale pretty frequently for the value that I picked it up at around $20. The case itself is pretty good overall, especially given the price. I'm probably going to say that a lot, but hey man, at 20 bucks, this case is definitely worth taking a look at. Overall, the build quality is pretty good. It's made out of steel and plastic. Most of the plastic outside is pretty nice. And at the front, it's got this sort of brushed fake aluminum style look, but it's all plastic. And it does feature some pretty decent front panel with two USB 3.0 ports, two USB 2.0 ports, your standard headphone microphone jack, and your reset and power button. Taking a look on the inside, it's actually pretty nice given the price you're paying for it. Features an 80mm fan at the rear and a 120mm fan at the bottom, near the bottom of the case, where your GPU, if you're thinking about making a gaming case, is going to lie. Now the hardware included was pretty nice. Comes with all your standard screws and even some zip ties, which is an added bonus. Now the motherboard standoffs actually came pre-installed for a standard micro ATX case, which is perfect for what I was going to build into this, as that was the motherboard I was using. Now, actually building in this case was pretty nice. The steel inside is all the edges are pretty much rolled. There's no really it is a tight fit. This is a pretty small case. I think it's like 14 inches long and 14 inches tall. I think like 6 inches wide. But for the most part, once you get everything sorted, the top mounted power supply kind of made it troublesome if you don't have a modular power supply. But overall, I think it's a pretty good case to build, and especially if you're just looking to build maybe your first or a pretty tight budget PC. The build quality definitely surpasses what you can find, especially a number of years ago for this price point. It does feature in it a windowed side panel. It is made out of acrylic, so I don't know how long that'll last. It might have to be careful not to get scratches on it. But one thing I did want to notice is it did say that it can fit up to a 300mm GPU, but that's going to depend on how wide your GPU is. While the longer cards may fit, that bracket to the right of the case is going to prohibit a lot of graphics cards to fit, especially like this 280, this R9 280. This card is too wide, and without some modification to the case, it just won't fit in that slot. Now, another thing to keep in mind about your graphics card goes when building in this case is the front. There's only one small air intake at the bottom of the front panel. I thought these sort of triangular things were intakes given the picture online, but unfortunately they're not. They're just there for aesthetics, and while they do look pretty cool, unfortunately that is going to prohibit your airflow in this case. This is not meant to be this is not meant to house the sort of the latest and very high powered computers, or graphics card at least. But given that, the temperatures were pretty good, especially for the mid-range components I had in here. I would say, honestly, overall, this is a pretty good case to build in. I would recommend it if you're looking to build a budget case or a budget build, and this catches your eye, as it does do the job pretty well. The side panel, while I think it does reveal a little too much, but you may like it. I think honestly it does a pretty good job at what it's trying to do. I think Rosewill hit the nail on the head with their price point and the build quality. And I would really recommend this case to anyone looking to build a PC on a budget or anything new right now. Anyway, thanks if you made it this far, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.